Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we're back with another of the World Circuit races to do that was released in the 1.58 release. As you can see, we're going to be doing this in the Aston Martin today, but let's just come out of there for the moment. Just going to double check and make sure that I am still on the racing difficulty hard. I am. So if we just come out of there. And if we go into the World Circuits, then you will see that we've got one more race to do. As we come up to the event directory, we did the Sunday Cup, we did the Japanese FF Challenge. Both those two were new in the 158 release. But the one we've got to do today is the European Clubman Cup 600. Now, those of you that are following me will know that I usually go for one of the cars that is in the thumbnail. Usually the predominant car just recently, but one of the new cars is the Aston Martin, and I love the Aston Martins, and the Aston Martin is in the thumbnail. So that one is my choice of car. Also, if you look at the main rival cars, you'll see that the Aston Martin Vantage 2018 is in there, along with the Testarossa, the Giulia, and the, assuming I'm pronouncing that right, Giulia, I don't know how you pronounce that, the Alfa Romeo, and also the Mercedes AMG. But the Vantage is my car of choice. The suggested PP for this one is 600. With regards to my car settings, I've gone for sport medium tyres, and everything else on this car is completely stock. I've not made any changes whatsoever. Just made the tyre change, and that puts my performance points at 618, which admittedly is 18 more than the recommended, but it is only a recommendation, and I wanted to go with the Vantage and I wanted to go with those tyres, so that was the option that I went for. So let's enter the race and see how we do. This is the European Clubman Cup 600 Deep Forest Raceway in reverse. That's a mouthful, that is. Deep Forest Raceway in reverse, 5 laps. Now I'm used to this track in the normal orientation, not so much in the reverse, so this one could get interesting. Let's go. So, we've got to really get on with this. Braking really early for this corner, and I'm still braking too late. Off the grid, and I'm on a track that I am not used to racing in this configuration, as you can see, that I am not familiar with in this configuration at all. So this could be an interesting one. Oh, crashed this home in one piece. Well, just a touch on the Porsche there completely upset my car. We need to get this one done through here. Whoa! And we didn't. We crashed. Pretty quick. Whoa! And just whoa! We got a big off. Together there. You need to brake way before the end of the tunnel in this car and get it slowed down, and we're still into the wall. Okay, traction control one for this one. No need to worry about fuel or anything. What we have got to worry about is getting through the traffic, because we're starting 20th and last, and the leader is some 20 odd seconds ahead of us, probably getting on for 25 seconds ahead. So we've got to find 5 seconds on the leader per lap. I'll talk to you about that little corner and that little complex in a moment, because it goes on forever. Got a load of wheel spin and oversteer on the exit of that corner, owing to coming out of that in second gear. This is probably one of the hardest corners to brake. You need to be braking way before the end of the tunnel there and get the brake pedal down pretty hard. I was negotiating the Porsche there, so my line was slightly out, and I don't think I was on brakes there, but you need to brake at the end of the tunnel at the very latest and be brave on the brakes in a straight line. I then found third gear was pretty good through here. Occasionally, if you're tight up behind a car in front, third gear gives you both the ability to rotate this car, but also to get off the corner quickly for an overtake. 100 through this one, just leaving it in third for the moment through here, just as we're trying to catch up with and overtake the BMW, which we get done. We've now got the Porsche in front. I'm going to try and go to the left of the Porsche. Unfortunately, the Alpha is going to be in the way. Oh, we got an opportunity to go to the right, brake in on the first of the markers there, watching for the double green markers, the little bollards that are sticking up. Went a little bit deep. So we're now in 11th place. We're 12 seconds behind the leader, and we are, wow, had to go for that, but double bump. You can see the car in front braking really early. I'm coming hard on the brakes, hard down through the gears, up into third. Gonna leave it in third through here. See if we can get on the back of the Cayman. On the configuration the other way, normally I go through there in second, but this Aston is quite nice in third gear. So Cayman's not giving me much space to get by. I did get through there in the end. Just at the beginning of the red and white part of the bollard there, there's a little orange marker. That tends to be where I was braking there. Slight tap on the Testarossa just to say, I'm coming through, my friend, get out of the way. Slight lift through there. Remember, we're watching that bollard, hard on the brakes, and then dancing on the brakes. We can get one done, we can get two done. Go on first gear just to get it slowed down. Bunched up there. We did catch the back of the Aston Martin. So I'm not going for a clean race bonus. Oh, I'm getting squeezed here. There's nowhere to go. So we're slightly offline, just a little bit of a lift, braking early, braking hard down through the gears. Again, I want third gear. This is second place in front of us, so we're doing okay. Oh, we got a little bit of an opportunity, which we took through there. Again, having that third gear through there does give you options, I've found. Something like that, if a car just opens a door, it just gives you the opportunity to whack the throttle down and just push on through there. Again, that little orange bit on the beginning of the red and white barrier there. Whoa, bit of a slide there whilst I was in second gear. Get that up into third. So we've got the leader in front. Gallo is really quick in that car, very, very quick indeed. You can see at the moment going away from me. So we're just going to try and settle ourselves down. Look out for that bollard. There's the bollard, we actually hit it that time. Trying to use the brakes a little bit less through there, using the brakes and the gears to get slowed down. So 2.6 seconds, the leader. And we've got just over 1 lap catch. Don't brake too late, don't be too anxious with this one. There is a suggestion or a wish to brake really, really late as you're coming out the tunnel. I've done that too many times and lost it. So just stay in third gear through here at the moment. You can see him. It'd be nice to get on the back of him and use him as like a ghost car before we get to the long straight, and that way we can get a bit of a slipstream, which will probably help us. I think we're too far back. Oh, I'm a bit too wide in now. I thought I'd go for a wider line and see if we could get an earlier acceleration out that corner. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. You can see Gallo's going away. Last lap. Really pushing it. Bollard, double bollard. Getting it straight. Get it slowed down all the way to first gear, getting it rotated. Look how fast that car is. Super duper quick. And don't leave the braking too late. All the way down to second gear. I'm using the engine braking and everything at the moment. Staying in third gear. You have an opportunity to get through. Time is running out. I've tried to keep this fairly clean. I'm wondering whether I should have just thrown it up the inside as we do there. Put some of the cars back further back to be able to have caught up sooner. But now we need to make a little bit of a gap between us and the car behind, because we know he's quick down the straight. That's not overly quick, but I think we've done enough. It's a little bit elbows out and a really difficult race. A great car, a few bumps. Maybe the Alpha is the car to run in, but as I said, I like to go with one of the cars that's on the thumbnail now. That's one of my rules of thumb, but just 0.665 ahead of Gallo in the Alpha. Beauvoir in the Mercedes in third, and the other Aston Martin Vantage in fourth. We will not have got a clean race bonus for that one. It's going to be tough to do that with a clean race bonus. I will probably have a go at some point and see if we can do that with clean race bonus, because it would be nice to do it. But that Clubman Cup 600, what a race. Did enjoy it. The Aston Martin was a great car for this race. I'm not going to lie. You've got to work with the roll of the car. You can see as it's coming around this corner where the car is rolling and sliding and it's moving around a lot. Back end, yes, very light and twitchy on this one. You need to control that. And again, I tended to find that third gear was my friend, in particular through the technical section with the corners. Having the third gear enabled me to both have the balance through the corner, but also the ability to accelerate out of the corner, but also where an opportunity presented itself, put it up the inside of a car and do a clean overtake. Yep, not all of the overtakes were clean. At the end there, to get the Alpha, I had to make a very audacious move up the inside. A definite dive bomb, a definite push to pass, but it's only the AI and they're not going to shout at you. Wouldn't get away with that in the daily races. But what a car, what a race. And a difficult one, quite a challenge, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. So that's how I did this Clubman Cup 600 in the Aston Martin Vantage around this reverse circuit. I hope you found this video useful and that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel to grow and for the videos to get more traction with the likes and subscribes. So please do that if you will. And if you want more like this, then please hit the bell button for notifications of more videos coming very soon. For now, take care. Bye bye.